This is just incredible, folks. You won't believe what we're seeing today, on this beautiful July 20th, 2025. 10 of the biggest names in WWE have found golden tickets, and they are standing right outside the gates of the most mysterious factory on Earth. It's the Cerebral Confectionery, a place of pure imagination and probably a lot of sugar. The gates are massive, made of what looks like solid dark chocolate with the letters HHH intricately carved in gold. The air smells like a dream, a mix of roasting cocoa beans, vanilla, and the faint electric buzz of anticipation. It's a sight to behold, truly a spectacle for the ages. Look at this lineup. First you have the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. He's here, looking dapper in one of his signature suits, his golden ticket held high for everyone to see. Right next to him is the visionary, Seth Rollins, cackling in an outfit so colorful it might just be made of spun sugar. And here comes the straight-edge savior CM Punk, looking around with a skeptical smirk, as if he's expecting the whole place to be a corporate sham. The crowd is going absolutely wild. This is bigger than WrestleMania, I'm telling you. The energy is just palpable, you can feel it through the screen, and the legends just keep coming. Here's Randy Orton, the Viper, slithering through the crowd with that trademark, cool, calm, and collected demeanor. He gives a slow, calculating nod, like he's already figured out how to win this whole thing. And who's that? It's the master of the 619 Rey Mysterio with his son Dominic Mysterio right beside him. It's a family affair, but you can feel a little tension there. Then, making their grand entrance, are the titans of the bloodline, the tribal chief Roman Reigns and his enforcer Solo Sikoa. They aren't smiling. They look like they're here to conquer the factory, not just tour it. Bringing up the rear, we have two more superstars. There's Finn Balor, the prince, with a mysterious aura, looking at the factory with intense curiosity. And finally, the man you can't see but can definitely hear the crowd cheering for, John Cena! He bursts onto the scene with his classic never-give-up energy, a huge smile plastered on his face. He's high-fiving kids in the crowd, just soaking it all in. This is an eclectic, powerful, and absolutely star-studded group. 10 superstars, one magical factory. Get ready, people, because this is going to be one wild ride. I can't wait to see what happens next. The massive chocolate gates slowly swing open with a deep, satisfying groan, revealing a world beyond anyone's imagination. Inside the factory is a wonderland of candy. There are rivers of flowing milk chocolate, giant gummy bear trees, and lollipops the size of stop signs. And there, in the center of it all, stands the man himself. It's Triple H, but not as we know him. He's dressed in a magnificent purple velvet coat, a top hat perched perfectly on his head, and he's holding a sledgehammer made entirely of rock candy. He is Willy Wonka, the cerebral assassin of confections. It's a perfect fit, isn't it? He has that commanding presence, that mix of genius and intimidation. Standing by his side are his two, let's call them Oompa Loompas with influence. First, there's his wife, the billion-dollar princess, Stephanie McMahon. She's dressed in a sharp, candy-striped business suit, holding a clipboard and looking like she runs the entire operation with an iron fist. Next to her is the Maverick, Logan Paul, wearing a bright yellow jumpsuit and holding a camera, vlogging the entire experience. He's got this mischievous grin, like he's just waiting for some chaos to unfold. You just know he's going to stir the pot. This trio is the perfect blend of authority, business acumen, and pure, unadulterated internet trolling energy. Welcome! Triple H's voice booms, echoing through the cavernous entrance hall. Welcome all of you to my world of pure imagination and competition. He gestures grandly with his candy sledgehammer. You have all proven yourselves worthy by finding my golden tickets. But only one of you will prove worthy of the ultimate prize, a lifetime supply of chocolate and the keys to this very factory. The superstars look around, a mix of awe and suspicion on their faces. Roman Reigns scoffs unimpressed, while Cody Rhodes looks genuinely enchanted by the spectacle. Seth Rollins just laughs that signature cackle, clearly loving the madness of it all. Triple H continues, a glint in his eye. But this will not be easy. You will be tested, your strength, your wit, your appetite, and your ability to play the game. Stephanie steps forward, clipboard in hand. The rules are simple, she says, her voice crisp and clear. Follow our instructions, do not wander off, and try not to get eliminated. The first challenge begins now. Logan Paul shoves his camera in everyone's face, shouting, "This is gonna be epic, smash that like button, people!" The tension is thick enough to cut with a candy knife. The tour is over, the game has begun. Your first test is a simple one, Triple H announces with a grand sweep of his arm. A classic game of hide and seek. This factory is vast and full of wondrous hiding spots. I will count to 100. You will hide. Stephanie and Logan will be my seekers. The first one found is eliminated. Simple, right? The superstars scatter immediately. Randy Orton vanishes into the shadows of a licorice forest almost instantly, a true viper in his element. John Cena, surprisingly, just stands in the middle of the room, waving his hand in front of his face, completely convinced no one can see him. It's a bold strategy. Let's see if it pays off. The factory is a hider's paradise. Cody Rhodes climbs atop a giant, fluffy marshmallow mound, blending in with the white scenery. CM Punk finds a room full of unsweetened baker's chocolate, figuring no one with a sweet tooth would dare enter. Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa simply stand behind a large chocolate waterfall, daring someone to approach them. Rey and Dominic Mysterio dart into a maze of candy cane poles, their smaller statures giving them a distinct advantage. Seth Rollins, however, can't resist the spotlight. He hides behind a curtain of rock candy that refracts light, making him sparkle and shimmer. It's a very on-brand hiding spot, but maybe not the most effective. Stephanie and Logan Paul begin their search. Logan, with his camera, is loud and obnoxious, trying to flush people out. Come out, wherever you are! This content is gonna be fire!" he yells. Stephanie, however, is methodical and strategic. She knows how to manage talent, and apparently, how to find them. She walks past John Cena twice, completely oblivious to his presence, which is just hilarious. She scans the licorice forest, but Orton is nowhere to be seen. The strategy and chaos are playing out perfectly. The tension is building. Who will be the first to go? Suddenly, Stephanie stops near a dark corner of the room where shadows dance playfully. She points her clipboard. "There," she declares. Huddled behind a stack of dark chocolate bars, trying to become one with the shadows, is Finn Balor. He had found a great spot, but his dramatic dark presence was just a little too noticeable against the backdrop. A spotlight hits him. "Finn Balor, you have been found!" Triple H's voice echoes. Finn just shrugs with a slight smile, taking his elimination in stride. "The darkness couldn't hide me this time," he says, before being politely escorted out by two small helpers in NXT jumpsuits. And then there were 9. For your next challenge, Triple H announces, leading the remaining 9 superstars to a colossal wall, you must climb the Caramel Cascade. It's a rock climbing wall, but with a delicious twist. The wall itself is made of hard nougat, and the handholds are giant, colorful gummy bears. The catch? A slow, steady stream of warm, gooey caramel drips down the wall, making the climb slippery and incredibly difficult. The first 2 superstars to reach the top will be safe. The last one still climbing when the timer runs out will be eliminated. The determined looks on the faces of the competitors say it all. This is a true test of grip strength and endurance. The climb begins. Rey Mysterio, with his incredible agility, starts scaling the wall with amazing speed, using the gummy bears like a natural. Randy Orton moves with a deliberate serpentine grace, carefully testing each hold before committing his weight. Cody Rhodes is also making great progress, his athletic prowess on full display. Up they go, battling the sticky caramel that threatens to pull them down. John Cena is using pure raw power, grunting with effort as he pulls his larger frame up the slippery surface. Solo Sikoa is methodical, his power making up for any lack of climbing experience. It's a sticky, sweet, and intense race to the top. Meanwhile, Seth Rollins is having the time of his life, but it's costing him. He's not just climbing, he's performing. He poses for the imaginary crowd, conducts a symphony of cackles, and even tries to lick the caramel off the wall as he goes. "This is a symphony of sweetness," he yells, losing his grip for a moment before catching himself. This showboating is slowing him down considerably. Roman Reigns looks at the wall with disdain, refusing to get his hands dirty. "The tribal chief does not climb for candy," he states, standing with his arms crossed at the bottom. Dominic, seeing his father succeeding, tries to follow but struggles with the slippery caramel. The timer buzzes loudly. Rey Mysterio and Randy Orton are already at the top, looking down. Cody, Cena, CM Punk, and Solo have also made it to safety. Dominic is still struggling halfway up, but at the very bottom, having barely made an effort, is Seth Rollins. He's covered in caramel, laughing maniacally. "I have become one with the caramel," he declares. Triple H shakes his head with a chuckle. "Seth, your vision was a little too sweet this time. You are eliminated." Seth just cackles louder as he's led away, leaving a sticky trail behind him. The architect has been deconstructed, and then there were 8. "It is time to test your appetites," Triple H proclaims, leading the remaining 8 to a grand dining hall. In the center are 4 tables, each set for 2, and on each table is a mountain of chocolate. We're talking chocolate cakes, chocolate bars, chocolate eclairs, and chocolate statues. This is a tag team eating contest. You will pair up. The last team to finish their chocolate mountain will both be eliminated. The superstars eye each other, quickly forming alliances. Randy Orton and CM Punk, 2 veterans with mutual respect, pair up. Cody Rhodes and Rey Mysterio, 2 beloved fan favorites, team up. Solo Sikoa and Roman Reigns naturally stick together. That leaves John Cena and Dominic Mysterio as the final pair. The contest begins, and it's pure chaotic gluttony. Cody and Rey work surprisingly well together, with Rey's speed and Cody's determination making them a strong team. They attack their chocolate mountain with gusto. Randy and Punk are more methodical, pacing themselves like the veterans they are, eating steadily without showing any signs of slowing down. John Cena is a machine, devouring cake and chocolate bars with a smile on his face, encouraging his young partner. "Come on, Dom, never give up on dessert," he shouts, his mouth full of brownie. Dominic tries his best, but he's quickly turning green, looking overwhelmed by the sheer volume of sweets. The real spectacle, however, is at the Bloodlines table. Roman Reigns sits back, arms crossed, looking regal. He hasn't eaten a single bite. The tribal chief does not eat until he is acknowledged, he declares. Solo Sikoa, ever loyal, is trying to eat for two. He is plowing through the chocolate with an intensity that is both impressive and terrifying. He's a one-man wrecking crew, but the mountain is just too big for one person to conquer alone. Stephanie McMahon is taking notes on her clipboard, while Logan Paul provides obnoxious commentary right in Roman's face. "Dude, just eat the chocolate. Your boy is dying over here. Time is up." Cody and Ray finish first, followed closely by the surprisingly efficient team of Orton and Punk. John Cena, despite having a struggling partner, managed to clear most of their table by himself. He and Dominic are safe. All eyes turn to the final table. Solo Sikoa has made a valiant effort, but their chocolate mountain is still significantly larger than the others. Roman Reigns remains seated, a stoic expression on his face. "Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa, you have failed to finish," Triple H announces. "You are both eliminated." Solo nods, accepting his fate, but Roman just smirks. "This factory wasn't worthy of my acknowledgement anyway," he says as they are both escorted out. The bloodline has crumbled, and then there were 5. Contestants, behold, this is the Giant Mentos and Coke Challenge. Inside the tank is a colossal bottle of Coca-Cola, and suspended above it is a giant car-sized roll of Mentos. This is a game of chance and nerve. On my signal, you will each press a button. One of these buttons will release the Mentos into the Coke, creating an explosive reaction. The person who triggers it wins immunity and gets to eliminate one other player. Ready, set, press. We have a winner. John Cena, you have won immunity. John, you have to make a tough decision now. You must choose one person to eliminate from the competition. Cody, you're the future of this business. But today, your story in this factory has to end. Finish the story, John. Welcome to the Peppermint Pummeler. The rules are simple. You will all get on the carousel. It will start spinning, faster and faster. The last person to remain on their gummy shark without getting dizzy and falling off wins immunity. The first person to fall off is eliminated. Rey Mysterio, your legendary career is full of dizzying heights, but this ride was one spin too many. You are eliminated. Gentlemen, your next challenge will test your perception and your nerve. One of these is what it appears to be. The other is a toilet cake, a marvel of confectionery engineering. A cake designed to look exactly like a toilet. Your challenge is to choose one, and take a bite. Choose wisely, because the person who chooses the actual toilet is eliminated. This is ridiculous. This is everything wrong with the dessert industry. All style, no substance. I'm a man of principle. I'm not eating something that looks like a toilet even if it is cake. This is my choice. Go ahead, John. Your gut has gotten you this far. Hustle, loyalty, regurgitation. CM Punk, you've been flushed out of the competition. It all comes down to this. The final challenge. You will each create a signature dessert. Your creations will be judged on taste, presentation, and creativity. That cheesecake looks like a clown exploded. Is that how you fold cream? My grandmother folds laundry better than that, and she's been dead for 10 years. Lava cake? How original. Did you find that recipe on the back of a chocolate box? It looks drab, boring, pathetic. It's as black as my heart. It's actually not dreadful. It's playful. It's balanced. Well done, you big oaf. The technique is flawless, but it's safe. It's predictable. It lacks hustle. The winner and the new king of this factory is John Cena.